Hey guys, I'm meteorologist Chris Tomer. Let's talk some mountain weather, and this is the On the Snow Before You Go forecast. I got to tell you, this is one of the driest forecast periods I can recall in a long time. I really tried to pinpoint where I think there could be some new snow or even just favorable cold conditions. This is a meager spider chart for odds for best snow over the next 5 days. I'd say look at the Northeast most of the time, with a couple of different Alberta Clippers moving through. That'll keep the cold air kind of refreshed, and very light snow accumulation, so at least there's a little something. I don't see anything blockbuster. There'll be some lake effect behind both of these Clippers. And then out west, there is one cold front that'll slide down on the eastern periphery of this giant western high through Montana, Wyoming, and into Colorado. But those amounts are also looking very light. So those are the places to watch. And a rare dry period all weekend for the Pacific Northwest and British Columbia, with this high pressure pushing the storm track way to the north. So we'll look at all of that coming up here in just a few. Let me take you up to Killington right now, where it's a beautiful day. Sunny skies up there. Again, a couple of Clippers on the way through Sunday. Here's Stowe looking awesome in Vermont. Again, a couple of Clippers coming your way, which will keep the cold air kind of refreshed and in place at times. Let me just show you the pattern. We'll start out west because this is really going to dictate everything. Here's the storm track moving way up into the BC and Pacific Northwest, and then it's kind of curling down like this and running down through Colorado and then up into the Northeast. So all this energy that you see out here is all going to be running way to the north over the coming days. It will send one cold front down with a little bit of moisture down through Montana, Wyoming, and into Colorado before it washes out. And that's going to happen basically Thursday night through Friday night, and then it should be done by Saturday morning in all those locations. But there should be a little bit of accumulation, and I'll show you that coming up. But this flow is so fast, it will send a couple of Clippers into the Northeast. So that's the way it's all shaping up right now. Let me show you what the GFS is thinking as far as all this goes. So let me take you, and there's one Clipper hitting the Northeast basically on Thursday. So this is Friday morning right here. Notice the light snows coming down through Montana, Wyoming, and then dropping down into Colorado during the day on Friday. And by Friday night right here, it's basically coming to an end. Another Clipper, there it is, hitting the Northeast. Friday night, Saturday morning. This is Saturday morning, in fact, and then it's all high pressure across the west. Look how dry it is in the Pacific Northwest. Sunday morning right here. Finally a storm hits by Monday morning in the Pacific Northwest. This is Monday morning. Now, okay, here is something for next week. This is beyond the scope of what this is going to cover, but this is next week. So the 14th, 15th, and 16th, there's a cold front that actually pierces this high pressure, rolls down through Idaho, and this may actually clip Tahoe and Mammoth. We'll see, but then it'll run down through Utah. This is the first that we've seen of anything like this in like 30 days. This is Tuesday morning, the 15th, and then the 16th, it invades Colorado. This is the morning of the 16th, and then it begins to move out by the 17th. But so that's the next possibility, looking way down the road. But it could be a one-and-done situation where it moves in, and then high pressure builds in behind it again. So as you can see, by the 18th, we've turned quiet again, and by the 19th, there's really not much there. So that's something down the road to keep your eye on. And here are my totals. And this is pretty meager. I mean, obviously, look at this. All of today through the 13th, there's barely anything here. Maybe an inch coming down through Big Sky over the Tetons, and then 1 to 3 across parts of the central to northern mountains of Colorado. 5 if we're lucky over Cameron Pass. If we're lucky. Nothing. Utah, Nevada, California. Now, I'm going to go beyond this to show you that. Phase 2 here, look at this. This is a big change from that. If we can get that storm system in on the 14th, 15th, 16th, we'll actually deliver some snow to the Intermountain West and from Utah to California, and look at Colorado, Wyoming, Montana, Idaho. If we can get that storm in here, that's the way it looks. What about the Northeast? Well, again, this is not going to be a blockbuster period, but with 2 Clippers coming through, some lake effect, it'll keep the cold air in place, looking at about 1 to 3 inches. But still, look at these areas Thursday, Friday, and Saturday for potentially some cold, and there's a little bit of new snow right there, but nothing obviously huge. So there you go. One of the driest periods I've seen in a long time, but at least there's a couple of areas to kind of pinpoint for some new snow. Always appreciate you tuning in here. And again, this is the On the Snow Before You Go forecast. Take care.